The intern doctor finally managed to insert the needle into the vein correctly, but due to excessive excitement, they unexpectedly pulled out the needle directly.
You have to remove the tourniquet first before you withdraw the...
San, the third brother, was truly bewildered. He couldn't understand. However, what happened next completely overturned San's worldview. The intern doctor claimed they were skilled at diagnosis, but not adept at nursing tasks. So, San brought them to Grandpa's place and had them line up to listen to Grandpa's heartbeat. The first to step forward, supposedly the top of their class, seemed completely dismissive of San.
You clearly hear a diastolic rumble with an opening snap, which is indicative of mitral stenosis secondary to rheumatic heart disease.
Actually, I hear a crescendo, decrescendo, systolic ejection murmur radiating to the carotids with soft S2 and precordial.
Only the Chinese international student looked helpless. He couldn't hear any abnormalities in the patient's heartbeat. At this point, Grandpa couldn't hold back any longer. "I think I'm here for gallbladder surgery," he said. "Yes, your heart is very healthy." This teacher couldn't be more wrong. It was a real slap in the face. As doctors, they were destined to make certain mistakes. Meanwhile, while a nurse was fetching medication, she found a girl who had fainted in the pharmacy. Checking her wristband, they discovered she had diabetes. Due to not receiving insulin on time, she was suspected to have diabetic ketoacidosis. Now, she was severely dehydrated and needed urgent intubation, or her life would be in grave danger. Without hesitation, Sen ordered the intern doctors to fetch the central line, repeatedly reminding them to ask for help from the nurses. However, the arrogant top student completely disregarded him and just grabbed something according to their own instincts.
Like he said, get a nurse.
I got it. Here.
But what they grabbed was a double lumen catheter.
This is a Foley catheter kit. This is for urine. I told you to ask for nurse.
However, the girl's heart rate was too high, and there was no time to fetch additional equipment. They had to attempt an external jugular vein injection as a precaution. While Little Black prepared for the worst-case scenario, if the injection couldn't be administered in the neck, they would have to drill into the shin bone and inject directly into the marrow. Fortunately, GMA was experienced enough to barely save the patient's life. Then, they transferred the patient away. As for C, the top student, he was dumbfounded. He entered medicine to heal and save lives, but after being at the top for so long, he thought he couldn't make mistakes. But, on his first day of internship, he nearly caused a patient's death. Due to his error, the patient now had to undergo limb abandonment. Once this procedure began, the patient might never recover. In an instant, the boy was overwhelmed with deep self-blame. Indeed, the medical profession is one where mistakes cannot be made. Otherwise, it's the patient's health or even life that's sacrificed. So I hope you can learn from this experience and avoid making bigger mistakes in the future. Fortunately, GMA was competent, and the patient was safe. However, Dragon Lord believes that this boy could become a good doctor in the future. What do you think, Iron Buddies?